Congratulations. They have certainly transformed this place as EA Sports welcomes you to beautiful Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Dolphins put up 31 against the 49ers, but Jay Ajayi was held in check. 18 carries, 45 yards, Charles.
And he's been on such a great roll up until recent weeks, but a lot of that has to do with his offensive line. Brandon Albert, starting left tackle, has been hurt. Laramie Tunsil is playing great as a rookie at left guard. He's been dinged up. And Mike Pouncey in and out of the lineup. In fact, he's missed 6 games now as their starting center, and he's a Pro Bowl guy. He gets all 3 of them back again. We'll see Ajayi back at that huge level we saw earlier this season.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to him. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 15 yards through the air and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that man continues to be the NFL leader in receiving yards, over 1,100 for Julio Jones. But quiet in Week 12 against the Cardinals, just 4 catches, 35 yards.
Have you charted his yardage for the year per game?
It's all over the place, isn't it?
It really is. It really throws you a little bit because you'll have games like this one where we had 35 yards. Now, they won, so he's not worried about it at all, and truly is not worried about it, which is not normal for a wide receiver. But when you look at also when he has the big games, they are massive, and that's why he's leading the league in yardage.
Like the 300-yard game earlier this season. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
You can say a lot of things about the great play of Kiko Alonso, but the number one thing you will say, he will hit you.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well.
Devontae Parker, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Falcons again on offense, who set a game up on Tampa Bay through 12 weeks in the NFC South. And one guy who helped get them there that maybe many people didn't see doing that, Taylor Gabriel. He's turned out to be a big part of this offense, hasn't he?
He has, and it's so unfortunate for the Cleveland Browns as they try to improve their team and are struggling through a very difficult 2016. That they let this guy go. And in Atlanta, he's turned into a little bit of a cult star, hasn't he? A couple of touchdowns this past Sunday. He's really become a great player. And the Falcons, they even tweeted out thanks to the Browns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 39 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jelani Jenkins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Ryan. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now it's Ryan. Can't find anyone open. Now he steps away. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the eye. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Blue 10! Blue 10!
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 34 yards.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on third down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
Hey! Ready! Blue 10! Blue 10!
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Zebra!
Here's Tannehill now on second down. He's got time, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but
So on fourth down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, look at the juke. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Partner of this Dolphins D, you had their game against San Francisco, and I know you knew them beforehand, but now that you've seen them up close and personal, what do you think?
I think that they're a cohesive group, rallies to the ball very well. Terrific on third down, one of the league leaders in getting off the field and turn the ball back over to their offense. And Ndamukong Suh, if you single block him, he's going to wreck your offense. And Cameron Wake is having a great comeback season. Tore an Achilles last year. He looks as quick and as fast as ever coming off the edge.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. We've got a 3rd and 11. On third down, Ryan. It's caught, left side, Tammy. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now a man who punted in this stadium collegiately for the University of Miami, Matt Bosher, on to kick. This is taken at about the 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the offense has it 1st and 10. He had time, was able to survey the field, and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And Tammy with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Again, Ryan. And that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game
in trouble, and the ball's up. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. On 1st down, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they get 28 yards on that one, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
Tammy's got it, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Back now in Miami. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw again is Ryan. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Ryan will throw again. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. how are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run again with a Jai. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They run with a Jai. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's first down, Miami.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
This is a Jai. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Ajayi. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this game hinges, and now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this game hinges on the right leg of Andrew Franks. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, They come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Clock winding down. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The play clock's running down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Again, Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will be their third and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. Ryan will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They will run again with Coleman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final stoppage here in overtime, and we'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. But we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime.